It started as a dumb childhood fear. Everyone had heard the stories, monsters in the toilet waiting to bite you when you sat down. Kids would scream, joke, or refuse to go to the bathroom at night. But eventually, you'd grow up and realize how silly it all was. That's what Emily thought. She hadn't believed in that kind of nonsense since she was 8. But something about the rumors going around her small town made her uneasy. A few people had disappeared, leaving nothing behind but some bloodstains in the bathroom. The police blamed it on accidents, but everyone whispered about the toilet monsters. Emily laughed it off.
People will believe anything,
she said. But late one night, after binging on horror movies and pizza, she got up to use the bathroom. As she turned on the bathroom light, she hesitated. For some reason, the stories popped into her head, creatures lurking deep in the pipes, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
Don't be ridiculous,
she muttered to herself. But just to be sure, she quickly flung open the lid and leaped back, peering into the bowl from a safe distance. Nothing, just water. Rolling her eyes, she sat down. The bite was instant. It wasn't sharp like teeth, but more like cold, slimy suction clamping onto her skin. Emily gasped and tried to stand, but her legs didn't respond. A numbness spread through her body like ice, paralyzing her in place. She tried to push herself off the toilet, but her arms were useless, limp. Then another bite, and another. She felt them squirm, the pressure of dozens of small, writhing shapes pressing against her thighs, pulling her deeper.
Help!
She screamed, but her voice was slurred, unintelligible, as the numbness reached her lips. She could barely move. Then she heard it, a wet, sloshing sound, like something climbing up through the pipes. A grotesque, gurgling growl filled the air. Emily looked down. The water in the bowl wasn't water anymore. It was black and viscous, alive with movement. Pale, bulbous eyes stared at her from below, each paired with a gaping, sucker-like mouth lined with small, grinding teeth. The creatures latched onto her skin, their mouths tugging, pulling. She could feel them feeding, draining her inch by inch. Although she could not move, the pain was real. The numbness did not mask the excruciating pain of their feast.
No!
She sobbed, her voice barely a whisper. She could feel the relentless pull, like the toilet was swallowing her whole. As her vision blurred, she glanced at the door. It felt so far away now, as if it were a dream she could never reach. By morning, the bathroom was empty. The toilet looked ordinary, just porcelain and water. The only sign that Emily had ever been there was her phone lying on the floor, the screen cracked and a single red smear on the seat. The plumbers who came later found nothing unusual in the pipes, but the stories continued, and every so often, someone else would disappear, leaving behind only blood and rumors.